This is the 11th and final direct variation video. The learning target of this video is I can write an equation from a direct variation table and graph and use it to answer a question. This video goes with the Direct Variation 5 worksheet and specifically the back of that worksheet. Now on the back, you're given either a table, a graph, or a situation, and then a question about that table, graph, or situation. And so you're asked to first write the equation to represent the table or the graph or the situation, and then to use that equation to answer the question. In the first example, we're given a table that gives us weeks and money saved, and we're asked, when will Riley have $112 saved? So using the table, we're going to hope that it represents a direct variation so that we can write an equation. So we can't calculate the unit rate from that first row. Oh, I did this in my head. 16 divided by 2, my y divided by x gives me 8. 32 divided by 4, also 8. Oh, and 56 divided by 7 also equals 8. If any of these do not have a constant unit rate, then I made a mistake. So my equation is y equals 8x, where 8 tells me that I am saving $8 each week. My unit rate is $8 per week. I'm asked, when will Riley have $112 saved? So $112, dollars tells me that I'm given y. So I'm given that y equals 112. I'm going to plug in that 112 into the equation. 112 equals 8x. And then I'm going to figure out what x is. So what value of x makes this equation true? That'll tell me how many weeks will allow me to have, or will allow Riley to have $112. I do not know why I keep choosing these computations that I can't do in my head, but luckily I know how to divide, but you could use a calculator. That's a-okay at this point. So that tells me that x equals 14. The answer to my question is, and you don't have room for it, I can write it. Riley will have $112 after 14 weeks. And look, that super makes sense because after 7 weeks, she had $56. So after double that amount of time, 14 weeks, she will have $112. All right, B, we are told that we're asked how many pages Luke will have read in 25 minutes, and we're given this graph. So my first step is to write an equation representing this graph. I know it's a direct variation since it's a straight line, and it goes to the origin. I'm going to find the unit rate by looking at one of the ordered pairs, which the x value is 1, and then y is 1, 2, 3, 4. That pair right away gives me my unit rate. 4 divided by 1 is 4. That tells me that Luke reads 4 pages a minute. I can double check that. Let's check this ordered pair. X equals 2, y equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 divided by 2 also equals 4, so yes, my equation is y equals 4x, where x is minutes and y is pages read. So Luke reads 4 pages every minute. How many pages will Luke have read in 25 minutes? Oh, finally a computation that I can do in my head. So 25 minutes, the unit on the information that I'm given indicates that I'm given x. X is 25. So I'm just going to plug that into my equation. Y equals 4 times 25, which is 100. That tells me Luke will have read, oh man, my handwriting, 100 pages in 25 minutes. So on this worksheet, you're first writing an equation from the situation table or the graph. Then you're going to look at the question, see if you're given x or y, and then you will find the other variable. If you're given x, you'll find y. If you're given y, you will solve for x.